Love and peace and happiness. Let's see what's going on in energies. So if you are Aquarius sun or another birth chart position, there's something here for you. If you're cross-watching about a person of interest, there's something here for you. The messages could be specific for someone in your environment. Sometimes, though, the messages are going to relate to you what you're reaching for at this time. Remember, you can be anywhere in this timeless stream of information that's coming through. I channel from source energy for our highest, lightest, and brightest good. I'm all about the empowerment of our authentic divine nature. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the growth on the channel. Whether you're new or returning, you're all so appreciated. You're for being where you are, because you had to be in a certain energy just to align with my channel. Our channel, correction, our channel. It is our channel. The messages come through for us from the divine feminine. We have Mary of Nazareth, the mother of God. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Love and peace and happiness. So let's see what the book has to say about Mary of Nazareth. I'm excited to read this card. I don't think she's come out for me before. She's on page 5 is, so even when I read in the book, page number, it gives me information. I'm seeing the Hierophant. I'm seeing guidance. I'm seeing spiritual connection. I'm seeing a direct connection with the divine. It says who she is. Mary of Nazareth represents the profound spiritual and creative power we all possess. Mary, or Miriam in Hebrew, was a first century Galilean Jewish woman from Nazareth who is crucial figures in the Christian tradition for having given birth to Jesus Christ. Mary has been venerated since the inception of Christianity and also holds a revered position in Islam. Her many names include Saint Mary, Virgin Mary, Queen of Heaven, Our Lady of the Angels, Our Lady of Good Counsel, Our Lady Undoer of Knots, she who the Theotokos, which means God bearer or mother of God. The Gospel of Luke relates that when Mary was engaged to Joseph, the archangel Gabriel visited her. Gabriel announced with joy, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God." The angel then said, "The Holy Spirit will descend on you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you, and therefore the child will be called Holy and Son of God." And Mary responded, "Let it be with me as you have said." Mary, I heard acceptance. Mary is present throughout her son's ministry. When he appears at the temple at age 12 and declares that it is his true home, when he turns water to wine at the wedding in Cana, and when he's crucified, she is said to have remained at his side along with Mary Magdalene. She personifies the steadfast and unconditional love of the archetypal mother. The title Mother of God, or Theotokos, was recognized at the Council of Ephesus in 431 CE and best captures the power of her yes to the archangel Gabriel. He hands her a lily in the Annunciation to symbolize the Trinity and to honor the fact that without her yes, the Christian story would not have unfolded. When your soul selects her card, I've always imagined that Mary was an angel loudly announcing that she was meant to be the mother of a god. Her surrender to Gabriel's words feels so courageous and too unacknowledged. Mary has no idea what she will have to meet with, what will be asked of her, or what this love for her son will put her through. But she says yes nonetheless, so that she can be in service of the divine. They said pause on the book again. Acceptance. I heard acceptance. The soul purpose, the life purpose, the service to the divine, the opportunity to step into your destiny is something that has to be accepted. Back on the book. Mary's acceptance, thank you. I love that that's the next word that came out, and I've been going on and on about it. Mary's acceptance of her role has been in the shadow of the Christian story uncelebrated because she is seen as so divine. But she was human too. She could have said no, but she aligned with the light. She heard Gabriel's words, "Be not afraid," and allowed the divine story to work through her life. And she let joy dictate her response. Mary leads us to trust that we can say yes to what feels light. It doesn't have to make sense or work with the timeline the ego has mapped out for us. In the midst of our ordinary, everyday lives, we can say yes to the angel who greets us in the place of our heart and let the energy of joy give birth to the divine through us. Am I in service to the light within me? Wow. So, another thing I'm getting from this is when you're called to your purpose, when you have these divine interactions, one thing that's showing up is how it could be something that triggers, I want to say a fear response. It's not truly a fear that's triggered, but it could be a fear response that comes at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I am blessed and my courage gives birth to divine. So I'm hearing, and Mary truly stepped into her destiny as she had to be a willing participant in the beautiful possibilities for her life, in the beautiful probabilities that the divine saw in her. And I hear, and which she came in contract agreement with to perform. So, yeah, they're showing me how before we come to earth, we sign up to perform certain tasks that would benefit all humanity. And it takes courage and faith to receive and accept and make that opportunity turn into a success and a fulfillment when it presents itself. Because once we reach the earth plane, we've forgotten about the agreements we made before we stepped into our bodies. So, Aquarius, I saw while I was reading the book, some of you might literally be having a baby, but I did pick up strongly that, your service to the divine and your willingness to say yes to your life purpose, to have the courage to do something that is different and follow that path regardless of what comes, is birthing something important. And while I read the book, the feeling I was shown was that, wow, the feeling I was shown was that it's just as important as what Mary did, what you are birthing. Now, so what I was shown is, some of you, this is a project. For some of you, this is some sort of organization or business. This is a product or a creation of art, a book, a movie, a play, a song. There's something you're creating that holds great significance for humanity. In order for this card to come out is what I got. And I said, wow, because, and I just looked at this as divine lineage from the African goddess rising oracle. You got card number 6. So now we have Mary of Nazareth was on page 5 in the book. We have card number 6. So there's a progression from 5 to 6. Love and peace and happiness. And we have Sarah Lakali with oracle card number 5, speaking about divine lineage. Get some water. So card 6. Did I say card 5? She's card 6. She's on page 12 in the book, which is telling me there's a different perspective. There's ability to see different perspectives is what I'm hearing. Okay, so Sarah Lakali, the goddess of divine lineage, Romanite in Egypt, the temple ancestors, and the element water. Great ancestress Sarah Lakali, meaning Sarah the Black, was an Egyptian prophetess and the patron saint of the Romanite people. Oral history says that Saint Sarah had the highest divine lineage. Her guidance: your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is you. Divine ones walk beside, within, and within you. Trust. The embodiment: your ancestors want to remind you that you are not alone. They are rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the power of the divine. Create or nourish your ancestral altar or shrine. Unbury your ancestors. Speak their names. Your divine lineage ancestors may be blood related or culturally or spiritually connected. I am my sister and my sister is me is the goddess declaration. One of the things that stood out strongly as I read this was about the ancestors walking beside you and within you, and they look at you as the Holy Grail. You are the ancestor that all your ancestors are betting on to come through and create powerful change on earth. And I hear, and they laid the groundwork. They laid the groundwork. They cleared the path in certain experiences that would enable you to have an easier go of clearing the path and clearing the way in other things, because then you wouldn't. So it's like, if thank you. The way they're saying is, if somebody, one of your ancestors, cleared 10 feet of the jungle, that was 10 feet. You didn't have to clear. You could walk down that path. You just had to walk over a little bit of the new growth that came up behind it. Is they're showing me. Um, the next ancestor cleared 10 miles of the path. Boom. Okay, cool. Another part where all you had to do was go over. And so what they're showing me is the new overgrowth of the foliage that would grow in the path. You'd still have to traverse it, but it wouldn't be as difficult. It wouldn't be as challenging. So they made certain progress, in other words. And so you could pick up clearing the path from after that space that your ancestors did. You did have to walk through that path, but it was an easier, quicker walk to get through it. And then once you got to where nobody had cleared the path, like, you can begin that process of clearing the path, and then be a huge service, a huge blessing to the others that will come behind you. And then I'm hearing tick off all the boxes on the commitment that you made to come here and advance human consciousness. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Now there's another thing here is these people, they're showing me that these people are your angels. Both of these ladies have crowns on their head. I see you getting telepathic communication, from intuitive communication, from psychic communication, from the feminine ancestral line. Okay. And I'm hearing that, and they utilize one representative, otherwise the voices would become confused and confusing, because you'd have too many voices in your head, too many things trying to come in at once. So it's funneled through the one you recognize the most. So this one that you recognize the most, maybe two for somebody, but it's not all of them, because you have hundreds and thousands of ancestors. And so and we're talking all the way back in time that led to the genetic specificity that you are. And so all of these ones whisper to you through the awareness of the one or ones that are closest to you, who you are more receptive to hear the messages from. I heard Harriet from way back when. You don't even know she existed in your line. You didn't know that you have a great 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 grandmother named Harriet. Okay. That was a very specific name. Now I'm also hearing somebody here. Harriet is, so there's one who doesn't know that their ancestor was Harriet. Now I got one who does know their grandmother Harriet is one of their guides. Very aware of that. Okay. Whatever you're birthing is so important. It's so significant. It is what's meant to come through for you, for your ancestral line, and it is in service to the calling on the souls. What is it these souls are calling for? I heard as the cards fall out. Okay, so this one, we're to keep this one because this is the one that faced up. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So what the souls are calling for is adversity. Interesting. So I've said this so many times over the years. Challenges only exist to show you how fucking awesome you are. Without those, you wouldn't know what you could accomplish. Yeah. So there's this energy of accomplishing the challenge. So what are the souls calling for is the challenge to accomplish, which is telling me that, are you the one that's making the challenge for them? Like you are the challenge for them to accomplish, and that's what I'm seeing. It says no one ever said life was going to be easy. Obstacles are presented to you so that you may overcome them. Believe that you will, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence comes to those who have succeeded in conquering adversity, and then the next hurdle won't seem as daunting. Adversity is an opportunity for you to reach out to your soul family. You are not alone in this time of challenge. If you need help, others are waiting to offer assistance. This test may have come into your life to teach you to receive rather than to give. So, in this experience, you have a divine lineage. You come from spiritual prowess, authority, and divinity. And you're here with a special purpose to bring to earth something that is highly significant, something that's meant to affect change and accomplish improvement. I'm hearing improvement. Improvement for humanity. Yeah, and it comes in with adversity. So here you are presenting adversity to the souls that you're meant to and guided to work with. But the why are you able to be that? Because you've overcome it. You have confidence. So they're showing me a level of mastery that you have, that you've acquired, attained, developed, built up in yourself through going through all kinds of crazy ass shit, man. Like you've been through the most. You've been through so much and you've moved through it successfully. And so in doing so, you built skill. Now they're saying anywhere where you're still moving through challenge and difficulty, they're saying invoke these ancestors. Remember, they cleared the first pieces of the path. Now the first feet, the first miles, and then you just had to move through. But they develop qualities that you can invoke, you can draw upon. They're showing me, some of you have seen the Netflix series Sense8, and it discusses people who are able to draw upon one another's powers, and they're showing me that's how your ancestors are. You have ancestors in other dimensions. I heard, and you are your ancestor. They're showing me you on alternate dimensions where you're living different realities in all these alternate dimensions, but you have the ability to call upon the greatest parts of the self and the ancestral line, I'm hearing, in order to overcome any adversity, challenges, or obstacles. And in that, I'm hearing the real is revealed. The real is revealed. They said, write that down. The real is revealed. Note card. So the real is revealed, the authenticity, the divine authentic nature is revealed in having accomplished all these different adversities, challenges, baby. If you back down to every challenge, you ain't gonna have no confidence. You ain't gonna know you could do nothing. But it's showing that you have overcome so much. And so in that state of being, the consciousness you develop to become, having done that, you now are presenting other souls around you with some adversity. Because you're a different type. You're not running around here normal Norman or normal Norma, because you have accomplished something extraordinary. You've become different than the ones around you. And they're showing me that one of the final scenes in the series, the 100, where the girl is bringing, so it's like her consciousness is going into this digital world, and she's bringing with her the upgrade to the programming. And at first she's unacknowledged, nobody notices her, but once the old program becomes aware that she's there, all of the humans that are existing in this digital world all face her and they all attack her. Now she's got to run for her life, because what's happened is the program has realized that you're trying to update the program. It doesn't want to be replaced. And therefore I heard turns to violently attack. So some of you have felt, I see that you felt very alone. I see that you felt very attacked, outcasted, unsupported in so many instances. And why? Because you have codes that update the program, baby. People don't like it when you change the status quo, the balance of power. They don't want you to rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. And all you do is kick up water everywhere you go. You rock the boats, baby. Okay, you make big waves. We have the Red Queen coming out. The Red Queen from the Mystic Sisters Oracle. Let's find out what the book has to say about this Red Queen. I want to know her. What's up with the Red Queen? Hold on a second. It's just keywords: caution and ambition. The Red Queen solemnly crosses the threshold of her chosen destination. She has checked her strengths, weaknesses, and personal initiative thoroughly and believes she now has the inner resources to move forward. She recalls a time in the past when she had set herself a goal but fell short. She was not aware of the level of responsibility and persistence the challenge would require. Now her inner capabilities are fully developed and she cautiously moves forward. Drawing this card advises you that solid achievements are now possible, but exercise self-care and assess your own needs and abilities along your path toward success. And this is a huge confirmation of everything I already said, because that was exactly like you have everything you need to have your success here. Love and peace and happiness. You've developed a level of conscious awareness. You've developed a charisma, a confidence, a character. I heard the can't be beat. It just can't be beat. Yeah? Awesome. Let's see what else we have for you from the numerology card. Now, oh, thank you. The Red Queen is speaking to me. She's saying, yeah, I'm red because it's indicating that it's taking effect in their physical reality. They're showing me root chakra. They're showing me it's taking effect in the physical reality. They're showing me the bottom of her dress and how it has white. She's saying, yeah, the bottom of my dress is white and my feet are white, where everything blends up to be red is because I walk in purity. So everything a person is like in this energy, having gone through so much, you walk in a pure, intentional energy. You walk with purity. You walk with authenticity. You walk in your truth. And every time I said walk, they're showing me the walk is the lifestyle, the way you live, the way you interact, things you deliver in your experiences with other people. All that is through you, all that is unfolding through you. Yeah. Okay, in this physical reality, not just in the spiritual reality. You made it into your physical reality. You affect your physical reality. You notice the effects and changes on people around you. You notice when they're responding to the idea that you had. You just wanted to know if you could see inside of that apartment, and then what do you know? You got invited to go see inside of that apartment. You were just thinking how great it would be if you had a ride home, and what do you know? Now you have the ride home. You were just thinking how you wanted a blunt and a beer, and what do you know? They came and invited you to share a blunt, and then the beer showed up too. These are just examples that are coming through now. So let's see what else do we have in this Aquarius energy. It's the age of Aquarius. Okay, that's what I heard. Let's see. It says follow your dreams, card number 85. Why didn't we take the book out? Follow your dreams, card number 85. Significance in number 85. I see strength. I see Hierophant. A spiritual powerhouse, I heard. A spiritual powerhouse. I see 13. Transformation. You cause transformation. Okay, you cause transformation. And you stand in your authority. Number 4. Okay, reducing it down. Absolutely. So, card number 85. The book says, this card indicates a time to reach for the stars and follow your dreams, whatever they may be. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to put your hopes and dreams at the forefront of your mind and to believe without a doubt that they are really coming true. Pay no mind to poverty consciousness, fear, or competition, because the universe is abundant and there is no limitation. Even though you have no control over how or when things will unfold, divine timing and order will ensure that everything serves your greater good. Let go of expectations and embrace the magic in the mystery, for in celebrating the unknown, you will attract synchronistic opportunities. Even when you feel as if success is way beyond your reach, never give up on your dreams, because they will really come true. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. cycles that are encouraging you to keep following your dreams. Your dreams are already set in motion and are unfolding in perfect timing. They cannot be taken away because they're already karmically etched in stone. I reach for the stars and follow my dreams. And then while I was reading the book, in the very beginning of the reading of this book, I heard, you're a shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright, you'll see what you can truly be. That was what I heard. Let's see, what's the situation in your physical 3D reality that they want us to discuss? We'll use the what's the tea. It's got a nice mixed bag of energies, situations, circumstances. And then they keep calling me to the Adventure Tarot deck for your reading. And then I'm also getting to utilize the Sacred Signs and Symbols Oracle with that Adventure Tarot as we move through the 3D physical experience. Now that we understand what spiritual support you have here, what the purpose is, what is being looked for through you. They're looking for a challenge from you because you face the challenge. You've done it so much. You move through challenges so smoothly. Love and peace and happiness. Because you know who you are. You know what you bring. You know you can. Yeah. And so then they look at you like you're a challenge. You're blessed. You're bringing new ideas, new experiences, new 3D realities into our experience. It's significant and needed to be. That's why you came here, to be like you see. Okay. Interesting. To be like you see. There's a lot in that statement. To be like you see. We have a love triangle in this situation. Third party, multiple lovers and choices. Oh boy. This is going to get interesting. Let's get an overall empowerment message from my handmade oracle cards before we get into the tarot and the other oracle deck that we'll combine it with. They said that's enough. Okay. Show me the most important message regarding this love triangle situation with this Aquarius energy, multiple lovers, about choices. Okay, it could be a choice that somebody's up here. But yeah, third party energies, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be, somebody, mama's always meddling. It could be a best friend. It could be a job that's in the way. It could be I'm seeing somebody who's torn. Yeah, because all of these are for some of you. All of these are for different ones of you. Torn between this and that. Yeah, torn between this decision and that decision. Well, let's see how we can help you. We're going to help you in this abso-freaking-lutely. We are, because it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, baby. Extra supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay. Funny enough. So let's see the energy. When I'm around you, I get tongue-tied because I am so excited in your presence. Twitter-pated. Okay, there's somebody here. I see somebody who is in a relationship, and there's somebody around you that gets really excited to be around you. Some of you could actually have some interest in this person, but I really feel like there's not anything bad going on. It's either you, though, or your partner, or the third person who has got this attraction, who is looking at the situation and thinking that it could be more than it is, that it's different than what is actually happening. Okay, we're going to need a spread. I'm going to need you to give me the perfect spread to receive this perfect message here for this Aquarius energy. So let's get the deck of spreads out and pull from that before we move forward. All right, what's the perfect spread to receive the perfect message, guidance, whatever Aquarius needs to know about the situation that is coming out as a love triangle and Twitter-pated while they're birthing this new reality? They face so many challenges, and they're attracting people who they're supposed to create a challenge for. We have the Getting It card coming out, the Getting It spread. So this is about you getting it. You are getting it. You wouldn't be getting it if this card it didn't come out, but you are getting it. The card came out. That's the name of the spread. The name of the spread is as significant and is always definitely part of the message. Love and peace and happiness. Connecting the body and the spirit. Connecting the heart, mind, and the body. Connecting the heart, mind, and heart. Connecting the heart, mind, and the spirit. Connecting the spirit and the body. connect in the spirit, heart, and mind. And connect in the spirit and the spirit. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit. Divine truth. Let me see, speak and hear it with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity for my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity. Thank you. They said just pull the cards right off the top. We're going to look at the bottom as a foundation. No matter what spread I'm doing, that always applies. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. You've been alone. You've been spending some time alone. You've been facing codependent energy. Somebody is missing you. Somebody is missing. Okay. Somebody is feeling lonely, and I'm hearing the song Weak from SWV. Okay. I get so lonely. Don't want just anyone to hold me. Okay, I get that song coming through. Yeah, and then I hear I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes over me. In a daze, you look so amazing. It's not a phase. I want you to stay with me. By my side, I swallow my pride. Your love is so sweet. It knocks me right off of my feet. Okay, that's it. So let's see. First card out. What you got is the Explorer of Pentacles. Explorer of Pentacles. I forgot about that with this book. Give me one moment. That the titles of the cards are different. So the Explorer is the Queen. Okay, so she's a queen. Hold on, we're going. Where'd my note card go? Oh Lord, here it is. So the Explorer is the queen. We have the Guide is the king. The Backpacker is the knight. And the Scout is the page. Okay. All right, and all the suits are the same. Cool. All right, so we have interesting. So what you got? What you got is a Queen of Pentacles energy here. You have, and look at her. She's taking a bath, and she's got all the flowers and the leaves in it. That's letting me know she's taking a sacred bath. This is a spiritual bath. She's giving a spiritual bath, which is letting me know that it has a lot to do with self-development. Okay. Spider-Man came out for her in reverse, and it talks about a superhero, invincible, invulnerable, and sneaky. This is talking about her being her own hero. What do you got? You got your own. You got you, baby. You're gonna take care of you. What? Clean up your messes with the mop. Yeah, you clean up your messes with the mop. Okay. The fairy wishes fulfilled, dreams and innocence. You're moving into an energy where you're cleaning up your vibration so you can receive what you do want, so you can have what you choose for you in this life. Yeah, let's see. And we have, okay, we're gonna take this water one they showed me immediate. Wow, the marriage risk. I'm putting it back. The water, what you got, emotional mastery that you've developed because you clean up a lot of your own consciousness around ideas that somebody was gonna come and save you. You ain't, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Yeah. So you're not looking for a superhero. You're not looking for a rescuer. You figured out that you had to be your own rescue. You had to get your feelings under control, get your emotions right, you are healing yourself. Look, the aloe vera is at the bottom right now, baby. Yes, you are healing yourself, soothing the pains. Focus on self-development. The Queen of Pentacles. It don't matter what deck I use. She always comes out as a queen of self-development. Love and peace and happiness. And that's exactly what you've been doing. You've been developing yourself. Let's see what you want. You have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, you go from Queen of Pentacles. What do you want? 9 of Pentacles. You want to be independent. With the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you have been extremely codependent in the past. You could have been broke. You could have been thinking everybody always going to leave you and all that stuff. You have the leather belt tied down, restricted in boundaries. You want to be in your own energy right now. You want to be independent and single. And you want to stay there for a while is what I'm getting. The wrinkled shirt, the imperfections, and this is letting me know that you also want to be there because you're trying to iron out some things for yourself. You get your finances in order is important to you. Get your health in order is important to you. Get your home in order is important to you. Get your wardrobe in order is important to you. Yeah, you know, you're willing to do some temporary fun stuff. However, you're looking to respark a fire in yourself by focusing on yourself. Okay. Yeah. Because you don't want to put yourself in this situation where you attract more abandonment, more neglect, more codependent, toxic relationships, unhealthy connections. You want some time alone. You've been good at attracting unhealthy, toxic connections before. People who ended up abandoning you, people who weren't there for you when you needed them after you gave everything to be there for them every time they needed you. And then that one time you needed them, then they weren't there no more, and now they gone. So, you know, what you want is to fix this energy in yourself that thinks that somebody, it's not even fixing, they're saying you're not broken. What is it? Adjust your awareness to the fact that you have all that you need. Somebody else ain't here to do it for you. This is your desire. This is what you want. You want to get to be able to easily recognize when you're on a path in a situation that's unhealthy. You want to be able to understand the paths where you've been through abandonment, neglect, toxicity, codependency, abuse, poverty, whatever it was, so that you can smooth that path out. That iron on this wrinkled shirt is standing out so much. Yeah. Yeah. And you want to get it tied down. You want to get it down. You want to get it down pat. You want to get the understanding. How do you get it? Six of Wands. You got to go ahead and keep having one victory after another, baby. I heard you. It would really behoove you. They're giving you some homework here. Should you choose to accept it, your mission is to really, before you close your eyes, as you're getting yourself ready for bed, as you're in bedtime preparation, really find things that you accomplished. Maybe all you accomplished was waking up and brushing your teeth and having food and then wiping your backside when you did what you did in the bathroom and then going back to sleep. I don't know. Maybe you did 50 things today. You helped 50 different people. You handed out homeless food baskets to 50 different people today. Maybe you rang up 100 customers at the register today. I don't know what you did. Unpacked a whole pallet full of boxes at the store today. I don't know what you did. You wrote up 2 new contracts today. You answered 5 phone calls today. What did you do that actually was an accomplishment that you haven't been given attention to? The accomplishment. You need to pay attention to your accomplishments. Everything happens in seasons. You're going to notice that your season will shift the more you pay attention to your accomplishments. Okay, recognition. The recognition is from within. The cycle is changing. The more you recognize you, the more that the others will recognize you as well. And the recognition is real, I heard. And the recognition is real. As you get there, you're being in the cycle where people is coming after you. They're chasing you. They're trying to get to you. They're trying to come to you. Also, here's the other thing though. In overcoming this codependency, abandonment issues, what you're not doing is attaching yourself to somebody's energy right now. You're realizing that that's not the best idea. That's not beneficial for you, because the more time you keep spending with yourself, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant, the more you keep realizing for yourself. You keep realizing truth about yourself. Okay, and then what happened? You keep on changing. You keep on changing. It's like, recognize what you've accomplished. Okay, so and I heard, and the fact that were able to keep your heart open after all the stuff that you went through, that's a huge deal. Give yourself recognition, give yourself appreciation for it. Okay, I want to do some more, get some more information about what's going on the other side of the table in this energy, because they're only talking about you in this spread and in these cards, and I think that you would like for me to get some information about the other side of the table as much as my nosy self wants to get the information about the other side of the table. I want to know who's over there. I want to know what's going on with the one that's over there, or the ones. Show me who is over there. All kings and queens represent external people. Okay. So we're just going to say that out the bat. That's how it's going down with this next deck, as we see who is on the other side of the table in this experience. What is going on there as far as others involved? You have the Six of Swords. So swords energy, air signs, moving on. So this is about you. I heard you. I'm really not thinking about the other people so much anymore. I'm too focused in my Empress energy. Perfect. You're so, as I'm saying, I'm nosy. I want to see what's on the other side of the table. there's not a lot on the other side of the table, but somebody is going to present themselves. The Tower is coming out in your future area. Somebody's going to come into your life. This person is going to cause change. They're going to bring change to your life, because this person isn't going to want to move away so quickly. This person's going to want to hold on to you for a little while. But here's the thing. What's going to happen is they're going to cause you to open up your heart. Who is this? This is a Leo, Libra, Gemini. I said Leo. I didn't mean to, but it came through. I said the whole word. Leo, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy person. Show me more about this person that is going to come in and bring some change. Okay. This person has been waiting. This person has been waiting. This person has been a single for some time. They've rested their heart. This person has a positive, optimistic outlook in life. And this person is actually really single. When they meet you, they're going to think, well, dang, you must have a lot of people after you. But they're going to immediately have a spark for you. They're going to have interest for you. They're going to think you're very sexy. They're going to think you're very creative. They're going to think you're very intuitive. They're going to think you're very magical and mystical and a bit of a mystery. But there's this, it gives, all that just gives you greater sex appeal. Okay. This person, one of the reasons that this person is being attracted into your experience is because you're going to challenge them. You are going to present this person a challenge. This person actually has been focused in a lot of loss, even though they spent some time alone working on healing their heart. They've had a lot of sorrow in their past. And one of the things that you're going to trigger in them is this fear that they're going to end up in the same situation all over again. One of the things that this person does not understand is that if the love is real, baby, of course it's going to break your heart at some time. So don't avoid love in order to avoid a broken heart, because if you avoid love to avoid a broken heart, you're never going to have the love that was making life worth living. I mean, there's that. Yeah. I see that this is a person that has a lot of people vying for their attention. This is somebody who is attractive. They have a certain charisma. This is somebody who calls in energies. This is somebody who the women like. If it's a man, who, whatever, it doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter. But this is somebody who can appear cold as ice and like they just don't care. This is somebody who has very effective communication skills, but they will cut you if you try to slight them. If you try to come against them, that would be a foolish move, because this person has a long reach. They have a long reach. And what I'm hearing is long reach is they have I just heard political connections. So whether that's literal politics, political connections, or political connection meaning in the street, they got connections with people. I heard they be politicking. That was supposed to be a joke. So if you say politicking, hey, that's you. I don't say that, but it came through. Yeah, this person is going to feel a lot of beauty. They're going to notice the optimism in you. They're going to notice a confidence in you. I'm hearing that confidence that was developed through all that adversity that you've been through. That's the very confidence that's going to make this person stop and take note of you. Okay, this person's going to feel like you're everything. This person's going to know that you have spiritual grounding. This person's going to know that you're blessed, that you're a blessed soul. They're going to really notice you because there's something different about your fashion sense. They're going to notice the difference about your fashion sense. This person is showing up in a masculine energy, but they are receptive to the spirit realm. So this could be a strong, a divine masculine who is also spiritually in tune, awake, active, aligned. He couldn't be a divine, whatever the gender is in your experience, could not be a divine masculine if they weren't spiritually awakened. They had to be that in order to get there. What else can you show about this person? Well, this person has been left on the sidelines because the people that so it's like they were in love with somebody, I'm getting, for a long time, but that person kept them in the friend zone. This person never was accepted as a lover. They were always kept on the side of somebody that I'm going to say it because I heard of somebody here specifically in specific. This was a guy who was in love with a lesbian, and he was never going to get a chance with her, but he was holding on just in case. That was a fool move. Yeah. Interesting. This person has wondered, what do I have to do? I need something else to spark my passion. I need someone else that can match my fire, that has a match for my desire. Oh, wow. And the match was here. And look it. The match was here. You have the match for their desire. You have the match for their fire. I'm excited about this. I love this in your energy, Aquarius. This is what I have for you at this time. Personals and more information. Come get your nails done in Vegas. All that below the video on the website. Thank you for the growth on our channel. Love donations, personal consultations. Until next time, Sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.